Wow, so this is my second live today. I'm still at the same place I was, and God, it's just gorgeous out here. I just want to show you the sky. Oh my gosh, it's like pinks and purples and blues and anyway, I don't know, I've just spent the day out here on this deck. It's just so nice. I wish I could flip it. I don't know if I can. Maybe I can. Oh, I can. Oh my gosh, like, look at, this is my favorite time of day in Florida. Sunset. Sunsets are so beautiful here. Oh my gosh, just look at that. All right. Kind of going in every direction. All right, let me get it straight. What if I can, no, I can't zoom in and out, but. All right, so I am, here's the full landscape. Sorry, I was laying down on my yoga mat. Oh, like, come on. How can I not share this with everyone in the world? I mean, it's breathtaking. I find it so ironic that this is where I used to live. And this little series I'm doing is about me being homeless. Oh, God, the colors are just amazing. Me being homeless and living in my car. So, anyway. God, the lighting is so crazy, too. I look a mess. Like, I mean, I showered today. Just been, like, enjoying what the day offers. And so far, I mean, come on. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing offering here. I almost just want to leave it on that and not even talk. Actually, I probably should. It's so pretty. So, there you go. Oh, people are coming on. Hi, guys. All right. Hi. So pretty, right? To me, this time of day is the best, absolute best time in Florida. You can't beat it. And today has gifted us with a beautiful showing. So I've been sitting here and so my townhouse was over on across that road and over on the other side. And I used to come out here some. I didn't take full advantage of it when I lived here, so making up for that now. God, look at that. Amazing. Anyway, thank you, Chris, for the comment on my smile. Thank you. God, I can't believe I'm like on live looking like I do, but we'll just share this. How's that? But I do want to read. The sky is so beautiful. Wow. So I was sitting here, and the whole time I lived here, you know, I'd come out here every now and then. And there's a saying in Florida, if there's a body of water, there's absolutely snakes and alligators in it. And I never saw an alligator at this particular pond. And today I happened to see one. Oh my God, I look terrible. It's fine, whatever, I don't care. Let me flip it around. Let's see. There, it's pretty. God, but it's so much prettier this way. All right, so I saw an alligator today. And he was just like chilling out there. He started like swimming toward me. And it's funny, the more I experience this crazy life I have, the more connected I am to nature. And I really felt like he was like trying to communicate with me. He was so calm, and like he looked to be about, I don't know, 5 to 6 feet long, which sounds huge, but when they're in the water, it looked like a baby. It is probably a baby. But his bumps were so prominent, and he had just like this sweet little look to him. Like he was just coming to tell me everything's okay and you're gonna be fine. Anyway, no, I'm not married. I'm a single mom living in my car. I don't know. Maybe I should go into my whole story. I don't know. Apparently, I'm talking about things that people aren't familiar with because they haven't seen the other videos. But, so my story is 2022. All right, let me go back a little. 2018, I enrolled in holistic health school. I was married at the time, and I had just moved to Florida from northern Illinois, so huge change. You know, I'd been there. I'm originally from Georgia, but I'd been up in Illinois for, 13 years. Met my ex-husband now. There, we got married, had children. My children were raised there, and we moved to Florida in 2018. And when we moved here, we didn't have friends or family. So, my husband worked. I was a stay-home mom, and the kids were in school. So I was like very isolated and alone, and it was pretty tough adjusting. And my husband at the time, like I'd been trying to reconnect with him for years, and he never saw an issue. And of course, I was the one with the problem because, he was fine as far as everything. But I was basically living and raising children with a roommate. And that wasn't my idea of what a marriage should be. God, it's so pretty. Anyway, okay. So I had already started choosing to better my health. And anyway, I started in 2016. So I was 2 years into bettering myself. And I just was so passionate about how much of a difference taking care of myself made in my life. Not just for me, but for my children, for everybody. Like I felt whole and happy and healthy, and I just wanted to find out more and more. And I honestly pushed it on people, and I didn't realize, because I was just like, God, if you try these things, if you like care about yourself, it's gonna make your life so much happier. Not even realizing that some people are happy where they are. Like, I don't know, it's kind of like a naive little concept, that a reality that I had, that my norm was just so stressful and unfulfilled. Well, I can't say that. I mean, I was happy, but not completely. There was like always a big part missing. Anyway. All right, I'll cut to the chase. I could go in detail about everything so much, but anyway. How many children do I have? I have 2 boys, which are my heart and soul, and why I'm doing all this. Kind of a sensitive subject right now, because I'm not with them, and it's very, very painful. But working toward that and trying my best to get my career sorted and finances sorted so that I can get a home and have us back together. Anyway, all right, so graduated from the holistic health coach school, in 2019, late 2019. I think those are bats. Can you see those flying? I don't know if you can see them. Anyway, so the whole time the more I improved myself, the farther away my now ex-husband got. Like, it's almost like he was resentful that I was trying to improve myself, I think, and I don't know, but I've always kind of felt like he felt like he didn't have a job anymore. He wasn't, my savior. And it kind of stepped on his boundaries or his ground. I don't know. But he didn't like it. He wasn't supportive. He didn't like me improving myself. Excuse me. Anyway, so I graduated, and then 2020, New Year's in 2020, actually December, I decided, like, it's done. I can't continue to be married, and asked for a divorce. And we lived together, separated for 6 months. Obviously, 2020 in March, COVID happened, so that was all like pretty big upheaval in everyone's life. So a lot changed in that short amount of time. He moved out in June, I think, and at that time, I was living on my own, having a home and taking care of everything by myself as a single mom. And it was hard, but I stepped up to the plate and I did it the best I could on my own. I'm not close to my family at all, and don't really have close friends to turn to ask for advice. So did the best I could. So COVID hit. The people we were renting from wanted to sell the house, so I'm like, okay, I gotta find somewhere to live. They offered it to me, and it was a great deal. I'm so, like, I could kick myself for not buying that house. Like, I think he offered me $238,000 for this house, and now it's like the market value now is like $550 or something crazy since COVID. But anyway, it's okay. And then got an apartment. Everything was fine for a while. I continued in my career of 23 years as a surgical tech. And all along that way, I was still continuing to grow myself and get into the holistic world and just wanting the best for everyone, and I still, I'd graduated from the holistic school in like November of 2019 or December. And my plan was to start my own business as a holistic health coach. And yeah, I did outgrow him, which I've always thought, I guess. I don't know. I really hate to speak for him, but from my deep knowing of what happened, yeah, I outgrew him, and that was intimidating for him. But anyway, I don't know. I have so much love for him, even though, like, he hates me now. But I just, I don't know. I wish he could see that you don't have to be mad and bitter about things. You gotta forgive. And anyway, beyond that now. But okay, so I kept working and life as usual with my children and our apartment, and everything was fine until in 2022 I decided that I wanted to take all of my retirement, everything I'd saved, and get a business coach and start my own business as a holistic health coach, because it had been 2 years since I graduated and I really wanted to jump into it. And I was very naive because the school I went to, I mean, it had, like, it touched on how to start your own business, and I was like, oh yeah, it's fine, it's easy. No, it's way more involved than what I learned at school, but yeah, that that was a pretty big lesson. Um, so that's what led me to where I'm at now. I was full time at creating content and marketing myself and setting up the back end of it all and creating funnels and my website and creating content and just trying to get my business going. Well, it didn't work out, and in the meantime I was like, oh, so the holistic health versus Western medicine, like standard medical, is quite different. And looking back, I see now that I was focused on all the negatives, because I mean there is definitely a place for Western medicine. I'm not bashing that at all, but I quickly found that it didn't align with who I am now, and it was hard for me to be healthy working that job, because it's definitely, if you know or if you are anyone that works in the medical field, it is definitely not geared toward promoting a healthy lifestyle, and that was difficult to navigate. So tried a lot of different places, different modalities, every aspect I could in my field, and I lost my home, my apartment. I was evicted. Um, got a job as a traveler, which basically means it's contract work, and you work for 13 weeks at a hospital, in another place. And basically, it's got to be within 50 miles to be considered travel. So, and you get a higher rate of pay and more benefits, and it was perfect for the time. But I was driving over an hour every day to work a 10-hour shift where they were relentless. I literally got, like, for a whole 10-hour shift, did not sit down, didn't stop, except for the lunch I would get at like really late, and 30 minutes to go get my lunch, eat my lunch, go back, and then come back and scrub back in and be back within 30 minutes. It just wasn't sustainable. It wasn't healthy. It wasn't sustainable, and didn't align. So I was a brat. I was like, I can't deal with this. It's not healthy. That's not how I want my life to be. But I endured it. And plus, they were like, I just saw how they were treating their employees, and I'll be honest, I spoke up.